Going to do a quick update on our little container garden. Let you see how it's progressing. Here's a little container garden that we put in, I guess, back in the middle of March. Kind of see how things are coming along. Walk you through what we've got here. Some kale we've already been eating on. And that just keeps getting taller and taller. Radishes back there. Got some onions. Over here, some green onions. Little thin. Got our jalapenos. They're growing up really good. Looks real nice. And we got some lettuces that are growing up. More kale right there. Here's some carrots that are already popping up. I believe that is parsley. Some dill. Here we got a Brussels sprout. This is another type of lettuce. A poor little wonky peach tree. It's got a lot of leaves, but it's just growing off on one side. Let's see what kind of peach tree this is. Gulf King peach. What it's called. And of course we got some peppers, some green peppers that are already on there looking really nice. Eggplant, we've got some more of those also. And around into the yard. Got some things we've had for a while already. Got some sage, that's some mint. That's really good for making mint juleps. Got some more of the Brussels sprouts and some different herbs. That's a fig tree, that little fig sprout. Wife just stuck that in there, wasn't sure if it's going to do anything. Rosemary, we've got lots and lots of rosemary around here, bushes everywhere. That's good stuff. Some lavender. She told me what that was and I forgot. That's some chamomile, some more jalapeno plants that when we thinned out the plantings that we did earlier, we had a couple left over. Those are there. Got some dill. Also have some dill right over here as well. I forgot. That's dill right there. We've got that going. Here's our little fig tree. We've had it for a few years. It looks real pretty. It doesn't produce much, but there it is. Here we've got a hodgepodge of things. We keep sticking different things here. That's a jalapeno. That's a jalapeno. I think she said that was a broccoli right there. And that's another eggplant. Don't know if that's going to do anything. And then we've got a couple more. Tomatoes, and of course we've got a big tomato plant growing right there in that big container. And I'll put a link to these fabric containers. They work really well. We like using those. And of course we've got our apple trees that are leafing out really nice. This is a gala, looking really good, putting some nice leaves on. Said it's not doing anything on the top. We're trying to figure out why. Wife was thinking maybe need to cut at the top to promote some growth. We've got 3 little points right there that aren't putting any leaves, but everything else is doing really well. And over here we have a gala that again is putting on lots of leaves, and it's got some up there on the top as well, so it's doing nice. Looks really good. And we've got these weights. This is to promote the limbs growing outward rather than straight up. So we'll see how that works out. They've been on there just a little over a year. Like I said, that's the Fuji right there. Got that planted in the ground. And over here we have a molly, and it actually had a few blossoms on it, but they're drying up. A little bit early for that, but lots of really nice new growth on it. It's looking really well. So we'll see what that does. It looks really, really nice. And over here, this is just a hodgepodge of plants that they just don't seem to want to die. That's a crepe myrtle that's been in that pot for over a decade, and a couple of pine trees. Of course, pine trees don't grow very well here in the Texas Hill Country, so, but they just won't die. They just stay in there. Margarita bush, those grow real well in the Texas Hill Country. Got those everywhere. And I had completely overlooked these. We're not sure which is which, but one of these is a squash and the other is a zucchini. Now, if you can tell just by looking at the video here which is which, why don't you be sure and leave us a comment down below, because we're just really not sure. Come around this way, I'll show you our citrus, which always does really, really well. This is our Meyer lemon tree. Try to adjust this, maybe you can see a little bit better. It does have quite a bit, putting quite a bit of little fruits on. I counted there's about half a dozen, and that's typically what we have on this, but they grow about the size of a tennis ball. They're not small. They're really large, and they're really, really delicious. Really love those lemons. And then here is the orange trees. These are blood orange trees, and I don't think these produced last year. And when they do, they don't put on a whole lot of fruit. Now this one here does have a little bitty fruit right there, but it's looking kind of sad, so I don't know if that's going to do anything. Just have to kind of keep an eye on it. But that's the citrus. Again, really looking forward to the lemon tree. This thing always does really, really good. We really try to take care of it and be protective of it. Got a few more things over here, just miscellaneous cuttings and stuff that the wife is doing. I'm not even sure what all these might even be. Oh, that's a mountain laurel back over in there. I think our daughter-in-law wanted some mountain laurel, and we've got mountain laurel by the acres back here behind our house. So that's one of those Christmas plants. What are they called? Leave me a comment down below. I can't remember what this thing's called, but it turns red at Christmas time. You know, and here we are in May. It's turning red, so that's kind of weird. Alright guys, well that's it. Just a quick walkthrough on our little container garden and the little plants we've got growing. You guys be sure and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not yet already a subscriber. Be sure and share this and leave me a comment down below. I probably skipped over some stuff and there's a lot more things I could have gone over, but let me know what you think.